everybody on the chat tonight for your comments. Well, hello, folks. Welcome back to the Bee Connection. Glad to have everybody here on Thursday night. And we'll have our group kind of slide in as the afternoon goes on. So glad you guys could join us tonight and be with us. We have absolutely been battling snow. It has been unreal up here. It's been one clipper after another, and the chance of snow tonight. So it's definitely been cold. Let's see. Computer does not want to work. There we go. So we can see that on Sunday and Monday, our lows are going to be 9 and 5 or 6 degrees there. So definitely going to be cold. So we get a little dusting to go along with what we've already got. We've gotten 5 inches and then another 4 inches on top of that. So it has piled up here. But I will say it was probably a couple of years ago, and we actually ended up with something similar to this, but the snow didn't melt. And we ended up with about 20 inches of snow when it's all said and done. So hopefully you folks aren't having to deal with that much snow. But it was definitely interesting a couple of years ago when we hit that 20-inch mark accumulation build up here. So, and tonight we also have a little bit of a special guest with us tonight. So, got the wife on here tonight. She has been working first shift. So I have had to spend a lot of time with her this week on my shift working with her. So, but I tell you what, behind every good man is a great wife, and she is a blessing to have. So for the most part in the bees, we haven't done anything. We are practically not doing anything. So it's just been too cold. We did on the Nobby tickets that we had coming up and the hotel. Yep. And we are booked, right?
Yep.
All right. She says we're booked. So we should be good to go. Everybody says hello, Miss Ruth.
Hi, everybody.
Yep. So I am grateful to have her here with us tonight as we wait on some of our other folks to kind of join in with us. Paul says hello also. I did see a comment here, and I absolutely agree with Clay here. He said, I'm ready for spring. So, and I'm the same way. I'm ready for spring. Ready to get it going. So, look, we got Tom sneaking in on us here. What's up, brother? So, I will say that today, and I kind of sent this to Tom a little bit. So, you know, if you have somebody you want to send something to, I felt this way all day that, you know, people were trying to rob me and steal me. So you know, I about got kidnapped 3 times today. What do you think about that, Ruth?
I will return you.
And
if they will pay me to take you back.
Okay, I see how it is. I'm a return gift as well. You know, when you get the perfect man, you know, you're praying for him. You know, here he is, right?
Hey, Ricky, I love you, buddy. But
I
mean, hey, listen, man, I love you, but I feel like that they would probably steal your wife before they'd steal you. Okay, I mean, being honest here, man. Okay, I mean, hey, all the love to you, my friend, but they'd steal her first.
Yeah. Well, when you got 2 beautiful young ladies like this, we do understand that, right, Tom?
Absolutely. Yep, you're absolutely right.
I've been trying to get a return on my investment, and his mom says she won't take him back.
Well, we kind of understand that, you know, so Looks like we
It's like
got
you
Keith
signed on the
Spillman on here
dotted
tonight.
line.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly right. What's going on, Keith?
How y'all doing?
Well, we got to get Keith's other half on here for tonight too. I tell you, we got the other two on here, so
Good deal.
yeah.
Yeah, I was running late. Had a little Christmas get together, and service was a little slower than I expected, but we made it. We made it.
Were you guys driving Bertha?
No, it. We had her out for the Christmas parade the other day. That was pretty chilly, but
Oh, yeah.
but no, we were just out in the wife's car tonight.
Does Bertha have heat inside of it, or is it just a simple door and you get heat off the engine? How does that work?
She's actually more comfortable in the wintertime than the summer. The exhaust pipe runs under the co-driver's seat, and the vents. It's got a couple of vents on each side, but they run right beside the engine, so it's nothing but hot air. So in the summertime, that pretty well sucks, but in the wintertime, it actually works out pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
I figured she was pretty primitive.
Yeah. Those World War II guys that was their home. They were some tough guys. So yeah, if I drive her about an hour, I'm wore out. And those guys drove it all day.
That's
so
crazy,
every
right?
day. Plus they were getting shot at. So,
Yes,
that's my hat's off to those fellas.
definitely.
But yeah, it looks like I'm the guy that's
So,
living in Miami right now. Ricky's getting swamped with snow, and Lord, out in Missouri, I see y'all are going to be like, what is it, minus 15, minus 20 or something on Sunday night, Monday?
Yes, it's only going to hold there for one night. I don't know who's praying in the wrong direction, but they better stop. The north weather is going to be running around crazy down here, and it needs to go back where it belongs. So yeah, too cold.
Yeah, I saw that today on a YouTube weather guy I was watching. I'm like, holy crap, that's just unbelievable cold. And then give it a week or so, and you're going to be like 40 degrees above normal.
I know, it's crazy.
It's going to be like 100 degrees swing.
Yep.
I can't tell you the last time that it was this cold this early in December. Like, we're usually still like in the 60s this time of year. And it's just been freezing here since since Thanksgiving, really.
Yeah. There's a positive side to that, though. When it's cold like that, you acclimate very quickly. So you're not dragging into winter. So there's that. The second thing is it locks the bees down so they don't fly. They don't wear themselves out. And they, believe it or not, don't chew through copious amounts of food. So, it's a give and take, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that makes a huge difference. I mean, I can even see it in my little my bee yard here. I've got this time of year, I've got some hives that get quite a bit of sun, and I got some hives that stay in the shade a lot. And obviously the ones in the sun are a lot more fun because they fly around and act crazy on like today it was up in the mid 40s and they were flying. The hives in the shade, they're doing just fine, but they don't use nearly as much food. They're not going through the pollen patties, like the other ones. So it does make a huge difference.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's always nice if they don't fly, when they kind of settle down, if they don't fly. I would suppose, if I'm, just thinking out loud here, probably the most ideal temperature that is not extremely harsh, but cold enough to keep them kind of clustered up pretty good is probably somewhere around that 30, maybe 35 degree mark, where they won't consume as much food, but they're not clustered so tight that you could, throw them like a ball across the field, So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Missouri is too bipolar here as far as the weather is concerned. We just get too much of everything. And my own personal thought and personal opinion would be that it's probably a little bit harder on the bees when you have the big fluctuations, as opposed to just getting to a spot and staying there. But, we can wish all we want for things, and Mother Nature is going to do what she will.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure you gave a weather report, Ricky, that I missed. How much snow have you got right now?
We've got we had 5 inches, and then we got 4 inches last night. So we have had a total of 9, with a little dusting coming in tonight. Actually coming of Tom and Bliss's way, coming through Kentucky right now. So I think we've got about what, 7 or 8 still, maybe in total in the yard. Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah, we saw a little bit of snow down here, but none of it stuck. So we had a little ice later on that night, but nothing now. So yeah, you're not that far away, but the world, you got altitude, makes all the difference.
Yeah, sure does, absolutely, for sure.
He doesn't have to go. The snow doesn't have to go quite as far for him to hit the actual ground. For you, it'd have to be another maybe 1,000, 1,500 feet ish.
Yeah. And what'd you say you were at, Ricky? You're close to 3,000 foot, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd say at least a couple thousand, wouldn't you, Keith?
Yeah, we're at about 900 here. So yeah, the flakes are having to fall a lot further for me, and they go away.
We're I think about 22,000 feet above sea level right now.
Okay.
So
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of snow, but I like for it to come, stay a day or two, and then be gone. But we shall see. So I guess you're not doing much in the bee yard this week.
Gosh, this thing keeps freezing.
Are you lagging, Ricky?
Yeah, I think we're lagging here. I'm sorry, guys.
I noticed that today at work,
Okay.
computers were lagging too.
Oh,
You're going to have to climb the pole and knock the snow off the lines.
sorry about that, guys.
Video him doing it, please. I need some entertainment.
Knock the snow off of it.
Oh, hey, look at that.
That's nice.
Looks like the guy in the background's not doing much back there.
Surprise,
asleep?
surprise.
Shoot.
Surprise, surprise.
Just hanging
Is
out.
this the local market? One of them?
That was one of the local high schools this past weekend. Their annual craft fair.
It was a good show. We had a pretty good location, and we actually did really well. And it's the first time for us doing this particular market. So we've already signed up for next year, actually.
Good deal. It's a nice looking setup.
We're going to make a few changes for the next one that we're doing here on Saturday, adding a little bit more height and depth into it. I mean, that one that we set up there sets up very easy and it's very efficient, but I wanted kind of something a little bit different, kind of getting bored with what we have going on and just trying to create a little bit of depth to the space.
We'll see if I veto his ideas.
We're going to try it.
We were running around today restocking stores. So that was fun. Did I sew the quilt? Oh, that's not a quilt. That's a plastic tablecloth from Hobby Lobby.
I guess. Or is that it?
Hail Hives.
Oh, hey, Paul. So, like when you used to go over to Grandma's house back in the day, and she had these silly plastic tablecloths on there, so you could spill all the mashed potatoes and gravy and stuff like that on there. Yeah, that's kind of basically that. When I seen it, I just shook my head and I'm like, okay, it's bee themed, it works, but I'm like, this reminds me of my grandmother.
Oh yeah. So there's our Hives for Heroes raffle. I don't know if Philip's on yet or not. I went and purchased it myself from the Hobby Lobby. How about that?
Yeah, not me, myself, Paul. Melissa herself.
So here's our prizes for our raffle, Hives for Heroes raffle. If anybody has any questions about it, there were so many prizes, I couldn't fit it all on one sheet. So I had to kind of expand it a little bit.
Yeah, it can
and
be
you'll have to zoom in to see the writing.
Hey, I wonder something. Is it possible to maybe post each one of these individual pictures to one of the pages so people can see a larger view of it?
Well, I can when I get the time to do it.
Oh,
Tom's going to volunteer to do that for us in all his technologically advanced self.
I'm glad you asked that, Tom, because I was going to ask it and get my head cut off. Instead of you.
No,
I should have just kept my mouth shut, Philip, and let you answer.
No, I had already been thinking about that. I just haven't had the time to sit down and mess with it to do that.
There's some really cool things here, and I think that if you could see them a little bit better. Melissa has, first of all, I will give props to my wife. Okay, she works really hard at this stuff, and it took her a lot of time to put this together all in one page and organize it so that it had some
cohesiveness.
Yeah. So that in itself, I'm not complaining whatsoever, not in the slightest, because I cannot do what she's done here. Okay, so to start, that's where I'd like to start. But there are some really cool items that are being donated here this year. Well, last year as well. Both years, a lot of good stuff. But if we could maybe post some single pictures so you guys could scroll through one of the Facebook pages or something like that and be able to see them individually, click on them, what have you. But everybody, I think, really kind of put some thought into it and tried to create something really cool with what they're donating or making or building or, all that good stuff. So props to everyone who has contributed or donated. We all know that sometimes it's not about us, but it's about other people. And that's kind of what we're doing here.
And Melissa, could you just are you able to point at this stuff with your mouse?
I'm not, Ricky.
No, Ricky shared it. So Ricky would have to do it himself.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I can't get it to focus in.
So if you start at the top, that first one is a dog bed donated by Mr. Michael Mahar with 21st Bee. And I think he's got 2 or 3 different sizes. You can go on his website and check it out, and you can choose whatever size dog bed you want. I told Tom if we win, I will choose the largest size for him.
Tell them what the value is on them too.
So the value of that is $97.75 for the largest size. I didn't write all the different sizes down, but so that's the maximum value on that.
$100 basically.
Yeah. So the next item over is a Defender Hive that is also on Michael's website, but it's being donated by Brian and Jen Zavada with Flower Street Farms. And that is for like queen rearing, things like that. And that is a $350 value.
So just for reference on that particular thing, that it doesn't have to be used for queen rearing specifically, but that's what it's designed for. So basically that is a 10-frame box. It can be divided up into 4 quadrants. So you can utilize Michael Mahar's half frames in there and put 4 frames in each quadrant, basically, and you can make queens in 4 sections of it. Or if you'd like, you can take one side, which would end up being 4 frames plus the divider, and you can do full-length frames. So you can do full-length frames in one side, and then do on the opposite side in the front and back, do 4 and 4 of the mating frames in there. So you can play around with it and do different things, or you could even run it as just a 10-frame hive if you wanted to. But it's really ambidextrous. If you want to know more about it too, you're welcome to look it up on the Apame website, because that's the company who manufactures it as Apame. So there's a lot of versatility with that particular hive. So I thought I would point that out. You don't have to be a queen breeder to be able to utilize that.
Correct. So that's got a $350 value. The next one down, number 3, is the Nell Hive, and that is going to come with 20 of 21st Bee's Infinity frames also, and that's donated by Tom and myself, and that's a $280 value. The next one is called the Bee House 4x4 Stackable Swarm Trap, and that is donated by Mr. Philip Morris. So I'm going to let him tell you about that. That is a $150 value.
Okay. Yeah, basically it's a fancy version of the swarm trap I've been using for years. I finally decided to build something that would really look nice in a garden. But I built it out of cedar fence boards. So basically just those 4 frames, and you can catch your swarm and take them, and you don't have to get to it too quick if you put frames in the top and the bottom. And you can also stack it 3-4 high if you want to. I've got some bees in one out here. I think I've got 3 of them stacked, and I'm overwintering some bees in a cheaper version of that. That's about it on that.
All right, 1 second. I'm trying to.
All right, this is the one I want, the tight bottom glue.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. So it's 1 gallon of Tight Bond 3 wood glue. If anybody assembles their own stuff, you can definitely use this. I have this exact gallon jug downstairs that we have used on a lot of assembly. That's donated by Mr. Mark Zenner, actually, and that has a $38 or $40 value on that particular one. So definitely, if we're anybody's beekeepers obviously can utilize that in a big way. So if you assemble a lot, that will be very helpful.
Hey, Ricky.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I just shared the link to the ticketing site in the private chat. Can you share that?
Yeah.
Or pin that or put it in the comments?
Yeah.
So thank you. So the next 2 items, number 6 and 7, are donated by Mr. JW himself, Soapstone Farms. They're box crackers. So when you're going to harvest your honey, there's an 8-frame one and a 10-frame one. Put your box on it, bang it down, and it pushes the frames up. So he's constructed both of those himself, and they're about a $35 value each. So he's got one for 8-frame and one for 10-frame. The next item over, number 8, 9, and 10, is Matt Ramsbottom with Sandy Valley. He is donating 3 sets of 25 pounds of his fondant that he's been making. So he's donating 75 pounds of fondant in 25-pound increments that several of us have used and been really happy with it last year.
So just for reference to the one thing that we haven't started to point out yet, so far, I think everything that has been mentioned has to be picked up at Nobby.
I was going to mention that when I get to the end of these, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what that was like. So
Yeah.
there's a few things that can be shipped, but there's a bunch of things that are so large that we were hoping that those potential winners would be at Nobby in Louisville, so we can get it to them in that way.
Yeah. Another thing I want to mention real quick is even people who have donated items are eligible to win, except for me and Noah, and anything that can house bees. Paul at Hell Hives is not eligible.
You got you, Paul. Gotcha.
All right, keep going. Sorry.
All right, got me all messed up now.
Sorry, Paul.
Next, we have item 11 and 12. That is Michael's donating 2 sets of his Deep Infinity frames. There's 10 frames in each set, and you can choose which cell size that you want. And those are a $58 each set value. Next, we have the gift basket number 13, and that's from Grammy and her Grammy's Hives and Homestead. And she has just got a loaded up basket there. She's got JW's favorite cherry amaretto jam, honey barbecue sauce, 2 1-pound bottles of raw honey, an 8-ounce bottle of hot honey, I think some mango jalapeno, blueberry, cayenne, peach, habanero, pineapple, ghost pepper, and mixed berry. I can't read what that says because Reaper. 2 jars of oatmeal honey body butter, 4 soaps, 2 loofah sponges, and 6 lip balms.
Wow. And a partridge in a pear tree.
No doubt. That basket is loaded. And she said that's $150 value.
Oh, and I just wanted to correct. I'm eligible to win that one, but only that one.
So all the items that have been mentioned so far are Nobby pickup items. Now, if you win one of those items and you're not coming to Nobby, you can elect to pay for shipping, and you can figure that out with whoever you won the item from.
That, or I think maybe JW said that he would deliver it. He would ride donk across the country and deliver it.
He's not here. You can volunteer him for this.
That's what we call voluntold.
So if you do win, if you do win one of these items that are Nobby pickup only, you have a couple choices. You can elect to forego that item and choose one of the items that are already available to be shipped, or you can choose to pay for shipping of that item. So you have a couple choices there. So the next item, which starts the available to be shipped items, is a basket donated by James. James, I don't know if your name is Noel or Noel. I'm sorry, James Noel. He has a gift basket with 2 10-ounce amber honeys, 4-ounce light honey, a cinnamon creamed honey, plain creamed honey, light honey, 2 dippers, and 12 honey straws. And that's a $60 value.
Sounds delicious.
The next one is a $100 Hillco gift card donated by 33 Mile Bee, Phil Kent. And next we have 2 coaster sets donated by Tim and Hannah with Gunline Bees. They're each valued at $30. The next thing is a grafting station. Bless you.
Bless you.
Donated by Hope Sadler with Hope's Honey. And he said that that is a $50 value. Then we have from JL Apiaries. He's donated 2 different bucket alarms, and they're 2 different sizes. I'll let Tom kind of talk about those real quick.
Yeah, so if you look at them toward the bottom, so you can see the 2 different little floats on each one of them. So what he's manufactured is you can utilize it in each one in 2 different depths, basically. So if you slide it onto a bucket, the first one you're going to come to, you're going to notice says 3 3/4 to 6 1/4. So if you were to pull the red little spacer and allow that float to work on that bottom half, you'll get it at the 3 and I think it says 3/4. Or you can put the little red keeper on there and then pull the top one. So you can use it for 2 different levels. So one of them for 2 different levels. Same thing goes with the next one. It's just a different size. So that one I think says 2 and I can't even read that. 2 3/8.
2 3/4 to 4
2 3/4 to 4, or not 2. It's 2 3/4 or 4 1/4. It depends on which one you pull. And he's got explanations of that stuff on his website as well. But John will ship those to whomever wins those.
And then our final item up for grabs is a basket donated by Mr. Clay Bunner. Is 3 of his Christmas tree candles. Our faces are all in the way.
Sorry.
No,
whoa, what's that? Whoa. Look at that good-looking fella right there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
what a mess.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We see your pocket, buddy.
Oh my word. So the last item there is a gift basket for Mr. Clay Bunner. He's got 3 of his holiday candles and a bottle of honey. I think it's a 1-pound bottle of honey, but I'm not positive. I forgot to write that down. So get your tickets. You've got a little over a week to buy tickets to this. Just click on the link that Ricky has pinned at the top there, givebutter.com. And you go to there and you just can click on donate and tickets and, get your tickets. There's right now last year we donated what, Philip? $2,200 to Hives for Heroes. Philip, are you there? Is it just me?
He's muted.
I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, it was 2210, Melissa.
Okay. So right now we're at 1180.
So we're barely past halfway.
So we're just over halfway. So get your tickets. There's some amazing items to win there.
Yeah, and I would like to request that because Noah and I have to fill out a ticket for everybody. We're probably going to try to figure out how to do some of it on a computer and print them, but don't have us filling out 1,000 tickets the last day, okay? We have a market that Saturday too,
1,000 tickets 2 days before, okay, guys? Yeah,
so we're going to probably Monday or Tuesday we'll start printing those out and getting them ready. But so we won't be doing it the last second. But
Yeah.
anyway, hey Melissa, how many? I can't. My old eyes can't see, but how many prizes is it?
So I believe it is 21 altogether.
And have you done a total of everything, or
The amount of the value of everything? No, I didn't total that up. No.
I'll bet it's close to $100
Do you have your thing?
a prize. I bet it's over $2,000 worth of stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty certain you're probably right.
So that's pretty cool. Thank you to everybody who donated, and thank you for people who donated, who bought tickets, and thank you for people that are going to. It's going to be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it.
I would like to challenge all of us here and anybody that's watching beyond this. They have a goal set of 2,500. I would like to see that hit $3,000. I think it's absolutely doable. The numbers have been growing over the last day since this got posted fairly quickly. And I think that given all the cool prizes that are here, we could pretty easily, hit that $3,000 mark. So I would say that's a pretty good point to hit and be able to donate that much money to the Hives for Heroes organization. Ultimately, that funnels down to all of the people that protect this great land. So let's be generous.
I'm adding it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm adding it up right now, Philip.
Okay, well, I just something that just kind of, I thought about it earlier this morning. I was like, I wonder how much that is, but I guess I could have added it up myself.
So while Melissa's adding that up, just want to throw out here real quick that after the show, Brian and Todd will be on tonight. Hopefully they don't have the technical difficulties that I've had with my internet. So,
well, if you got some dead air time, we've got some pretty exciting news around here at RTX Honeybees.
Hey,
right,
Philip, before you
something.
go there, the total was basically 1850. So you're right.
Okay.
It's about $2,000 worth of products.
Cool. Very good. That's great.
Yeah, Lee got close to that.
Lee, we came up with 1841.
Well, he
Or
might have
42.
not been accounting for a couple things or more than one item.
Oh yeah. So Lee, there's a couple things in there that are donated a couple times actually.
Yeah, but he got close. Good job,
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, Lee, man, Lee's quick on the trigger.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
He basically
So-
has that computer system that basically pulls power from 3 counties. So,
That's why I have no internet connection tonight.
Yep, that's it. It's all being sucked up down there in a little town of Louisiana.
I know. Come on, Lee. Let a few of us others get on here.
Get your tickets now while it's in your head, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Noah just said that they're blaming all this on AI data centers when it's actually Lee's fault.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
And go ahead, Philip. Tell us your news.
Oh, well, see, we've been having a little bit of drama with our market because they dropped it on me end of last week that they weren't going to let me come this weekend because it's not my regular weekend.
Uh-oh.
So we've been kind of going around with them, and I let them kind of know that that was a problem for us in our planning and all that. But so I decided, let's just go ahead and apply for another market that's nearby. But when you go through and do those applications, they don't just turn those things around that fast. So I had written off being able to get into that market that's like 8 miles down the road. Well, today I get an email from our market who said they are going to let us in this weekend after all. And then I look down at my phone and I get a text, and the market that's on Sunday that we applied for literally end of last week, we got in that one too. So now we've gone from no markets this weekend to 2 markets this weekend.
Sounds like you're going to be in the green.
So, yeah. So, yeah, I immediately called Noah. Well, first of all, I told Noah, I said, we got a choice to make. Which one do we do? And Noah said, hey, let's do both. So,
Good plan.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is what Noah's been up to today. Y'all see?
Wow. He's been killing it.
Wow.
He did all that today. Getting it going.
Yes, sir. Good job, Noah.
Yeah, Noah. Somebody works in that house.
There he is over there.
Taking care of your old man, huh? Way to go, buddy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Motivation. All right.
Looking good.
All right.
You got a lot of stuff going on there, Philip, about everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of that would already be sealed up, but I've got to print out our little what I call my bee propaganda sheet. We're out of those.
Yeah, I agree, Brian. I think he does owe us all dinner.
Maybe I'll finally buy dinner for Joey. I've been avoiding him for a few years.
Who's Joey?
Yeah, who's that?
You pronounced my name wrong, Philip.
At least he don't call you Tim, you know.
I know. Hey, you know what? I'll answer to it all. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Especially if he's buying dinner.
Yeah, no doubt.
So how are we doing on the No Life dinner? I know you said we were about 500 short on catering the event. Has that got any that got better?
We are fully funded plus.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Wow.
So if people still want to donate, we'll still accept donations because then we can just order more food or just have more to donate to Hives for Heroes.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yeah, we have reached, as soon as we reached our goal, I had like 5 people donate immediately after that. And I'm like, oh, awesome.
Wow.
We've reached our goal and gone a little bit above.
Yeah.
So
there will
get us to that 3,000 on the other side.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're really excited. Now I can I'll contact. Well, I might wait and see if anything else comes in before I contact Craft House to set up the catering. That way, if I can up the catering a little bit, I will. But yeah, I'm excited. We've got fully funded for what they quoted us, and so I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you everybody who donated to the dinner. It's really appreciated.
I think it's really cool that we can keep this free. People donate what they can or what they want, and everybody can just enjoy it. So
So we completely full now, booked, Melissa. We got the 175 people, or
so there are.
If it's not full, it's like dangerously close.
2 tickets left.
2 tickets
Two
left.
tickets.
Wow.
If you ain't got your tickets,
pretty
get
close.
you a ticket.
That's darn close.
There are 2 tickets left. Now, I will say, if you did sign up to come to the dinner and something happened that you are not able to come, please let us know so we can cancel your tickets so that we can open those up for anybody who may want to come. Yeah, we'd appreciate that because we've still got how many weeks until Nabi? I'm sure people are going to be contacting us trying to get tickets because it obviously it's not going to let them order anymore. Mm-hmm. So if you're not able to come, something last minute comes up or, plans change, please let us know so that we can release those tickets.
Or if you ordered one too many or something like that.
Yes, definitely.
We just want to make sure everybody gets the opportunity.
Yeah. I do have 2 people that was going to be coming with me, and they're going to be late. So they're not actually going to be coming Wednesday night. So I'll get up with you after the show. So we actually got 4 tickets left.
Okay.
So.
I've got a different kind of problem. I got accepted for the honey bar. I didn't realize they want that stuff there by 4 o'clock
on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Thursday? Isn't that, or is that the second day?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah. So
hold on. I wondered about that. Like I'm going to leave at 2 a.m.
Philip, you're coming in Wednesday night and going to the dinner. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we don't have to turn because we got accepted too. We don't have to turn that in.
Okay. So it was the next day
by 4. So
That's
technically, the trade show floor opens at 12 o'clock noon. I think it's 12 o'clock noon. Don't quote me. I'm almost positive it's 12 o'clock noon. But I know there's going to be a few classes that are starting earlier. If you're in the Honey Show Training Council, that class starts early in the morning. I think there's some additional classes that might have started earlier in that day. And I believe they have not announced the time yet, but similar to what they had done last year is if you had so many entries for the Honey Show, they let you come in like 2-ish hours early. Now, Chris and those guys have not announced that part particular, but they have said that they're still working out those details, but it might be similar to what happened last year. So, but they still said, even if you do these certain things, the trade show floor does not open until I think it was noon. So Philip, we'll basically have from noon until 4 to get our honey over to that honey tasting bar.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. I was worried about having to get there even earlier because last year it was literally throw our bags down in the hotel and head over.
Yeah,
I also would like to, going back to the raffle. I know there's a few people that listen to these shows that just absolutely don't do anything electronic as far as money is concerned. If that's you, if you want to mail me the check, make it out to Hives for Heroes, and I'll deliver it for you, and we'll add it to our total. So don't let the online interface stop you if that's not something you do.
And then Philip, hey, you want to talk about like when we go to deliver a large check similar to what you had done last year, we're going to set up a time for that. Is that correct?
Yes, we'll do that. We'll probably this year, I think, I'm going to the Hives for Heroes dinner also. So maybe we'll present it there and then present it again like we did last year with our group picture too.
So you're saying present it at that dinner, which is Friday night?
Man, don't get me. Yeah, it's got to be. Because it wouldn't Speaks and Brews. This is
that's
Thursday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Speaks and Brews is Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, then House for Heroes must be Friday, unless I've double booked.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because we're going to the Beaks and Brews with Matthew on that one, which is Beaks and Brews is the same location as our dinner on Wednesday. So for anybody that's going to both events, one's Wednesday, ours is Wednesday, Thursday is Beaks and Brews. Now that one you do have to pay for. I think it's a $10 ticket, and you do have to reserve the spot for it. Actually, he does have those tickets still available. I just talked to him. I think it was last night. You do have to make sure to get those tickets. He also has a invitation or an RSVP thing on the WOVA app. That's the Nabi app that they've been talking about. So you can go there, and he's been releasing a few details on there, just a little bit. So you can keep track of the stuff on that app if you are technologically advanced, inclined, whatever. Yeah.
Our thing's Wednesday. Matthew's is Thursday. Highs for Heroes is Friday.
Okay. So Friday. Yep. So you're right, Philip. You're good.
Okay. Very good.
So is it possible, Philip, just kind of thinking out loud, that maybe we can do, so for people who may not be able to go to the Hives for Heroes dinner on Friday night, is it possible that maybe we could do like another, giving of the check, so to speak?
Yeah, we'll do like we did. We'll do like we did last year. I would like to see if we can make it a little earlier because we lost a lot of people because of the weather, scared them off.
Agreed.
So if we could figure out a way to do it, we may could do it even before the House for Heroes dinner.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I'd like to do it earlier rather so we don't have. And just on that last day, people are trying to get out early anyway. So let's not do it on the last day this year.
Yeah. Are you thinking maybe Friday or something, like right in the middle, not Thursday, not Saturday, but maybe on Friday sometime before the dinner?
Yeah, for sure. That'd be
kind of cool. Then if people are not going to the dinner for whatever reason, you could still get involved in this, get a picture that'll be posted, and we'll just have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So for Hives for Hero, do you have to get a ticket for that dinner?
Yes.
$30. And I think there's still tickets available, but I think they max out at 300.
And my guess is that will probably, I would guess that would probably sell out too.
Yes. They're in a bigger, we're not going to be in a tuna can like we were last year. We've been promised.
Well, if you're expecting potentially 3,000 people at that, it's safe to say that small percentage, you could probably still sell out that 300 people or that 300 slots. And I would venture to say that probably will sell out. It's kind of a big deal. And maybe we can get Craig Midget to do a song and dance on stage or something. That'd be fun.
That'd be a great idea.
Where is the No Life dinner? So, well, don't read the address on the flyer.
It's 6,000.
Maybe 6,000.
Lions Arm Drive, Louisville, Missouri, or Missouri,
Louisville. It's
Kentucky.
not Missouri. Do not
Kentucky.
Missouri.
Oh my word, Louisville, Kentucky. It's at a space called Signature Venues.
Mm-hmm. So on the flyer that Ricky posted a few minutes ago, it says the address is 600. It is not 600. If you look toward, where's the address at? Toward the bottom underneath the Venmo, where it says
6,
location.
000.
It's 6,000 Lions Arm Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, 40216.
But do not show up without a ticket.
Got to have a ticket.
Because we can only have 175 people in the facility.
Per
I can
contract.
find my ticket.
Well, it's on your phone.
Was it? Okay.
You would have got emailed a confirmation thing.
Melissa's going to have a sheet up front too with all the names on it. So if you ordered 2 tickets like Keith Spillman +1 or whatever, it'll have him down for 2 tickets or however that worked out. If you ordered 10 tickets, it'll have you and then you having 10 tickets or whatever. We just want to make sure that we are not getting ourselves in trouble, even though that's what I like to do on my free time, because potentially they'll charge us a lot of extra money if we break certain rules on there. They seem like they're sticklers. So anyway, we just want to have a good time, and we don't want it to cost several $100s more than what we have already agreed to.
That other address y'all have on there is for a place called Signature Venues. It's a wedding venue.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
that's where it is.
No, that's the 600 Lions Arms is a wedding venue.
It is? Hold on a second.
I mean, that's where it is.
Yeah. I was just curious to see if anybody went to the wrong place where they'd end up at.
It does show up that too. What's going on?
All right.
Oh my gosh.
If they got 2 places?
But when I look at the picture of the building, that's the building 600. What is going on? Somebody brought that
On their website, the address is 6,000. So
Yeah.
we're gonna stick with that.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just auto correcting it and taking it to the 6,000 because it knows what you're looking
Yeah.
for.
I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so. Well, that would be good if it did that.
Because on their website, it is 6,000.
That's who probably. All right. Well, I've got to get to work helping Noah a little bit, but I'll still talk to you guys. But I'll be distracted.
All right, Phil. Thanks for coming on tonight, buddy.
Wedding between JW and Tom. It's gonna be an interesting
sweet.
night, Brian.
I won't be
See you,
here
Philip.
with my dress.
See you, Phil.
I'm not
Take
going
care.
anywhere. I'm just going to be ignoring you guys a little bit. So,
Oh, okay.
All right, that's
and
cool.
I'll tell you one thing that I just did was I just got back onto Facebook, and the thing that I've noticed that I didn't realize, I don't know anybody's last name. So I'll get like a friend request or a suggested friend. I'm like, I don't know that person.
Mm.
And then I realized, oh, Todd's last name is Prater. I had no idea. I was like, who is this Todd Prater? I don't know this person.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
I had to
That's fun.
click on it and then, oh, okay, Loma Vista. He
Oh.
follows Loma Vista.
That's our California friend.
That's right. I didn't know he had a last name. I thought he was like Madonna.
Prince.
I like that. That's good, Philip.
Baker Bees.
Hey, you know
Okay,
what?
you found them. I was just gonna re-email it to you.
Hey, we could nickname him Madonna, and that could stick. I'm just telling you. I may not be able to. I may not be able to unhear that, Philip. I'm
That's
sorry.
awful.
Pretty good. That would be good.
So I do want to mention to everybody, since we got a pretty good group on here tonight already, that we will be on next Thursday, but the Thursday after will be Christmas. The Thursday after that will be New Year's. So I don't know about that one exactly. Depending on what my family's doing and whatever my group is doing, we'll be on that week. And then the Thursday after that will be at Nobby. So
Wow.
people might be running around. we might do a little live stream somewheres, maybe at Nobby. I don't know. So just keep in tune with us for next week, and then we'll let y'all know what Thursdays we're going to be available for. But we will be here next Thursday, but definitely not during Christmas. Okay, guys?
Yep. That works.
If anybody, because I saw Baker Bees up here said he couldn't find his tickets, but he did find them. If you can't find your tickets in your email, let me know and I can resend them to you. So if you need them resent to you, just let me know and I can do that.
So what email did the tickets come from? Because,
Eventbrite.
Okay, so when you go to search them in your email, try to remember if you have multiple emails like we do, you can probably search them all, but search for Eventbrite. That will be the keywords you're going to put in for your search bar, and it'll probably pull you straight to it. So that might simplify things. So just remember that, Eventbrite.
So I don't know if you guys have heard this yet or not, but for the temperatures here, Christmas Day and the day after Christmas, it's going to be 61 and 68 for here. And I know it's going to be warmer down there where he's at. So that is a perfect time to get in your bees, top them off with sugar water, fondant, or whatever you're going to put, or not sugar or fondant, whatever you want to do, and get them ready. Do you guys agree with that?
I don't know. I might put some supers on.
Oh, God.
Thursdays.
I'm kidding. I did do an OA treatment today, but yeah, the weather's going to be crazy right around Christmas. That's going to be that'll be pretty sweet. Hopefully, it stays that way through Nobby, but who knows?
Yeah. Actually, I looked at the long-term forecast. It's going to be kind of chilly at Nobby, which kind of worries me a little bit. So we'll see what happens.
Don't look real sweet.
Hey, Look, here's the deal. We're not going to focus on that. And I don't have a lot of faith in the weather forecasters, particularly that far out.
Yes.
So let's just say that the weather's going to look good. Positive vibes, right?
Got you, Tom. Agree with that.
So JW's birthday's Thursday. You know, last year it was his birthday and we went out to dinner and he did a little dance. So let's see what happens this year.
We need video.
Well, I have it on. I played it last year after I shared it last year. I'd have to. I don't know if it's on our Facebook page or not.
Gosh, him and Charlie could have like a dance off.
Yep.
It will be good. That would be a fundraiser right there, Keith.
Yeah.
So DC wanted to know.
Be dancing with the oldies.
What's up with the ID stuff when you fly? So when you fly, you're supposed to have the real ID. So you should have upgraded your driver's license to the real ID.
Yeah.
If you haven't, I don't know what you need to bring. If you need to bring your birth certificate or what ID you need to bring then.
I would just suggest go to the DMV. If it doesn't have the real ID thing on there, ask them about what you need to do or call down there. It'll be much more convenient for you going through the airport if you have that already there, because they're going to want you to submit, I believe, and you can probably go on the TSA website to figure this whole thing out exactly, but you're going to have to show a birth certificate and a few other documents, probably social security card and a few other documents to get the real ID thing. And you do need to have that to fly. So I would start making provisions now. You have plenty of time to get that done.
You have your passport. I think they accept that also.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Passport will work too.
Thomas, do you see this right here?
Melissa, I would like a jar of bourbon honey when I go to Madison. Boy, I'll tell you what, I have just a few bottles left and I don't have any more cooking at the moment. So I could do that.
So long as he gets some started here real soon, we should have them by Wisconsin. He wants it by
Wisconsin? Oh yeah, I can actually probably get that. It won't be quite the 90, but usually it has a pretty good flavor by then. So that shouldn't be a problem. My plan is to get some down here within the next couple of days, get it back in the barrel. I just got a really nice wet barrel, so that ought to really soak up some good flavoring.
So we'll keep you posted if it gets done by the time we get to Wisconsin. By the time it's time to go to Wisconsin. Someone not have a star on a license. Oh, you're talking about the real ID.
Yeah, I should look at mine and see what it shows because I don't remember now.
Tom may not be done.
No, I actually have my real ID. I'm good. I just need to see what it shows.
Sure you do, Tom. Sure you do.
I think it was only like a couple dollars extra when you went to renew your license last time. So, like, yeah, why not just get that done?
Texas has been requiring it for like 10 years or more.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So everybody here has it.
Okay, so on the license, what he's referring to. See that star?
Yeah. Well, you've got a color picture on yours, though, Tom. Ours is black and white.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're old.
Old school.
It changed. It went from colored back to black and white, though.
Your license picture's black and white?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Huh.
So
Yeah, you gotta show us that.
When you used to get your mail fill up, did it come with a horse and a buggy, or how did that work?
Well, this is Texas. Everybody's still got a horse.
Wow.
Look at that.
Texas
Like a
is,
wanted poster.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Texas must be trying to save money. They couldn't afford the colored ink, huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh, and does yours have this little holographic image of your face in the bottom corner?
No,
No.
you guys are cooler than us.
We're not.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no, ours is in color though. Look.
yeah. Look at this.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that, buddy.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't have mine with me, but that's what North Carolina, that's about what ours looks like. What
Read
Tom's
that
got.
and weep, Mr. Texas.
Tom's County mugshot.
Yeah, it's not a great one, but you know what? It gets it done.
Noah, I can't see it, but Noah said that across from my face is my birthday. A little tiny little piece of text there.
I think so.
Oh, Ricky's face is on his 3 times.
Holy cow!
Well, there's a whole bunch
No
of Ricky's.
star. Where's your star, Ricky?
Yeah, you don't have a star.
I'm not special like the rest of you folks. I don't have no star.
Hold on, you were able to fly to Mexico, yes?
had a
Yeah, with
passport.
my
Oh,
passport.
Oh, okay, understood.
Private plane.
Ah,
I
Makes
just
things a
wish.
lot easier.
yeah. Hey, listen, I want to fly to Nabi. Can I use your plane?
Yeah,
I promise
go
I'll
right
bring
ahead.
it back and I'll bring it back in multiple pieces.
We'll hook it to JW's boat, you know.
Well, he's got his pilot's license. He can just fly it out there. Come pick me up. All he has to do is a touchdown, and I'll just run, catch up to it, and jump in. He doesn't even have to stop. Just a little touchdown and pick back up. Gary, you can go get it. Go to the DMV. It's pretty easy.
Or just wait till your license get renewed again.
Or that. Mine's coming up, I think, in 26, actually.
Yeah,
Let me
I think
look at
mine's
it
coming
again.
up too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
that
shoot,
real
mine
ID's
is-
been around for a while. We
for my birthday.
we got that before me and Michelle took a trip to overseas. Gosh, when was that? 2019, 2018, 2019, something like that. And we got a real ID before we did that, made things a lot simpler.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a while.
Yeah. They had, so Keith, if I remember right, and every state might have been, no, it wouldn't have been state because that's all federal rules and regulations. But there was a while they were allowing passes on that as far as like, a certain allotment of time that, hey, you could have it, but by a certain date, you had to have it for sure in order to fly. I don't remember what that was though. There you go. Old Sawmill Charlie's got it nailed down.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm sorry. Hey, man, you trying to break my stuff, buddy?
Is there a gunshot?
No, kid's coming in the door. It must have slipped out of his hand.
Yeah. He's mad because I wouldn't let him in.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen out for Grandma saying, "Quit slamming the door."
And then I would be saying, "Get off of my lawn."
Nothing like the sound of Grandma's door slamming.
Yep, definitely.
Brett, I think they like to live on the edge. Yeah, I don't know if you can edit the video or not after.
I don't know either. I've never tried. I might have to give that a whirl. I ain't got nothing to hide. If they want to be me, then they're really messed up. I'll tell you that.
I blurred mine out.
You blurred your...
Yep, Brian's coming on here shortly.
Yep. And then we got Sawmill Charlie on here. His show will be, is it tomorrow night? Is that right?
Yeah.
Friday night. Yep.
Got Joey's after that. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Plenty of time to remind y'all to get your Hives for Heroes raffle tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Anyone just came in.
Hey, speaking of people named Brian, did y'all see where Brian Coper fired Greg and hired whatchamado there? I'm drawing the blank on his name. Only one of the most famous.
Oh, the California guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the California guy. The guy that wears flip flops everywhere.
Mr. Scientific Beekeeping himself.
Yeah, Randy Oliver.
Yeah, no shirt beekeeping.
Yeah. What was funny was I went to see a talk from Greg Rogers. It was about extended release. And I'm sitting like on the row right behind Randy Oliver, and I'm like sneaking pictures of him, just the back of his head. I was so like a little schoolgirl.
Philip, what you should have done is you should have put your phone in selfie mode, and then you were leaned up toward him and put your phone around the front of his face and got a selfie from that way. That would have been classic.
Groupie.
See, I don't ask for autographs or ask much to take pictures. I do a little bit of knobby, but I was at the DMV one day, and I got in line, and I was a huge monster of a man in front of me, old guy, and I heard him saying, "Oh, we love you," this and that, and they were talking to him as he comes in, and then they said, "Yeah, that's Ed Jones. That's Ed Jones." You know, anybody who knows the old Cowboys, Keith probably knows who that is, and so I get in there and sit down, and I like sneak my phone up like this. He's literally got his back to me. And I take a picture of him and send it to my brothers, and they know exactly who it is I'm talking about right away. Ed Too Tall Jones.
Yeah, he was a big fella.
He was still big. He looks like he's 80 years old, but he's huge. He actually looks young and was getting around pretty good too. But he was having, I happened to be getting waited on the same time he was, and his credit card wasn't going through. And the lady said, "Well, is it associated with a company?" And he goes, "Yeah, Too Tall Incorporated." I thought that was funny. Too Tall Incorporated.
So DC, it takes a little bit, but also that expedited part, it doesn't cover the amount of time that it might be in the mail too. My sister had to get her passport in short notice, and actually there's certain areas around the United States that you can actually physically drive to and get them like very quickly. And I think she had to actually drive up to Chicago. And I know there's other ones around the States, but for us, the closest one would have been Chicago for her to get it like really in short order. So she had to drive to Chicago to get her passport because some mix up, thought she had it, something happened, she didn't, expired, whatever the case may be. And then that had to happen. So DC, you don't have to have the passport in order to fly. Just get the real ID.
Yeah.
That'll be much simpler and more cost effective unless you're planning on flying out of the country. I mean, Kentucky is not out of the country, but it feels like it is sometimes. So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff really bugs me too sometimes, DC. It's like you have to jump through hoops to do anything. So I understand how you feel. there was one year, I think when COVID hit, that we had bought tickets to go to Mexico and see Ruth's family, and we couldn't get my daughter's passport back. It took 6 months, and I ended up having to stay behind with Amber, and Ruth got to go without me. So it was not a fun situation. So, and I understand during COVID, everything shut down and, the process, but it was very aggravating. So. So anyway, we don't forget about Brian and them tonight. And if you haven't got your tickets already, I think there may be just 4 left, counting the 2 that I'll turn back in. So you guys will do that. And then the Highs for Hero dinner for anybody that's come in a little late. So Tom, do you got your Christmas list set for Nobby, or are you still thinking about what you might need or what might want?
No, we have pretty much it all set. Melissa and I had already. We talk about this months in advance, and we talk about goals moving forward for the next year, the year before, and try to build a plan on that. Obviously, you make small changes to things, but for the most part, our list this year, I would say, is pretty boring. Mostly consumables, treatments. A little bit of glass, some frames, mostly boring stuff. We got our eye on a couple different things that might be a little bit more exciting, but we're not pre-buying any of that. We want to see some other options, some new things that are coming to Nobby before we make a choice. And we may not even buy any of that. Honestly, it's just something that we're thinking about for future growth moving into this next year and simplification of our time and such. So, I know that talking to a few vendors, actually, that most of what I've heard is the pre-sales are actually down. First of all, throughout this year, I've heard that from multiple different vendors that their sales have been down, and also particularly the pre-sales are down. And I think that has to do a couple different things. One, they can't advertise the same as they had done in the previous years through the Nobby Facebook page and areas unless they hit a certain mark. But 2, I think the people are pulling back just a little bit. But I will say this, I've heard a couple vendors say this. They're like, we have no idea how much product to take out there because the pre-sales have not kind of been where they normally are as far as like people putting a bunch of pre-sales out there. So I would tell you this. If you have intention of buying something or you really want to pick something up at Nobby, and you know that you're going to purchase it, I would highly suggest you actually making those pre-orders, because a lot of these companies are only bringing so much product because the amount of cost it is for them to have it unloaded, stored in the storage area, moved around is extremely expensive at these venue spaces. So they're not going to bring any more than what they feel like they can sell. So I would highly suggest to people, if there's something that you want and you know the product, just pre-order it now, because there is a good chance if you get there and people are all waiting to the last minute, they may be sold out and you're going to miss out on the deal. So just food for thought there.
A lot of people are ending their pre-orders now, and I think Hillcoat is in about a week.
Yeah, I think you're right. And Hive Alive, because I was just telling Melissa, there's a couple things we haven't ordered. We were kind of waiting a little bit. But I know, for instance, Hive Alive, if you're going to get any of that stuff, it's just one that comes to mind. I think ends on the 14th. So it's only like 3 days away. So again, I would double check what you're looking to make a list, check it twice and order it up if you're have intentions of getting it, because obviously this probably for the most part is going to be some of the better deals that you're going to find throughout the season. So plan ahead, it'll save you money.
What about you, Keith? You got all your stuff set and ready? You got everything ordered you need?
Yeah, I've got a few odds and ends ordered. I really don't have a big item this year. I was going to get a vaporizer, but I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought that ahead of time. So I used it today. But yeah, I've pre-ordered a few things. A few things like I want to get a new bee suit.
Yep.
So I want to shop around a little bit at that. I'm wondering if that's what some people are holding off on maybe not pre-ordering too, because want to look around at what all's there and see if there's any deals at the expo that they didn't know about ahead of time. So not sure, but yeah, I'm ready to go. But yeah, we'll have plenty of room in the back of Michelle's SUV if I change my mind. But who knows? Who knows?
We're actually bringing 2 trucks because I don't know what I want exactly. I'm going to get there and I'm going to find what I want. And I'm actually making Ruth work as much overtime right now as I can. So I'm going to spend a lot of money. So anybody at the expo, you're selling stuff, you find me, I'm going to be buying stuff. I've got 2 trucks.
Hey, you seem very eager and very optimistic, so I'm going to give you my list too. Okay, Santa Claus?
All right. I'll talk to the wife and make sure that's okay. But, as long as we get to use some of it, Tom, we're good to go.
Hey, you bet, man. We're all giving here. Yes, sir.
I got something for you, Ricky, but you don't do markets, do you?
No, we don't really do any markets.
I'm going to bring some of my market risers.
Okay.
I'm actually going to make a video next week and try to pre-sell them before I get there. But we've got, we're going to donate one to, we're donating one to the Next Gen program.
Right.
And then we're going to sell, I think we've got another 12 or so to sell. We've just about got them made, like mostly made. We've sold a couple already.
Yeah, send me a picture of it when you get everything set up, Philip. Okay.
We're going to make a video maybe tomorrow, Monday. Our plan was to make it tomorrow, but with all this other stuff we've thrown on ourselves, who knows? It's going to be a real short one though.
I think, Tom, somebody asked what y'all's weather was. Have you guys got a lot of snow up there, Tom? You and Melissa?
Oh, I must have missed it. We've had 2 different rounds of snow. We haven't had any snow for, I don't know, week, 10 days. We've had 2 rounds already in St. Louis. One of them was about 5 to 6. The other one was about 2 to 3. Now there is some snow falling, but it's not hitting the ground here in St. Louis. It's still dry here. It's actually falling north and northeast of us. I think JW said he was getting snow. So he's kind of due east of me, almost directly due east. And then there's going to be another chance of snow coming in that's going to hit kind of the northeast and might get a little bit closer to St. Louis and kind of catch us a little bit. That'll be on Saturday. And then the temperatures plummet for us and go down to single digits I think it's Sunday night. But then they bounce back next week and we get into the 40s and I think really low 50s. So it'll bounce back to what it would actually be normal around here, mid 40s. So been a crazy
chatting with Fred Dunn yesterday. He's got some he's had some really tough weather up in his corner of Pennsylvania. Lake effect snow and 60 mile an hour winds, and it's crazy weather. But he's used to it. I mean, that's pretty normal for them up there. So
yeah, what's crazy is this last little batch we got, we did get a little bit of that lake effect snow kind of creep down with this last bit of moisture, which is unreal to get this far to North Carolina,
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Brian, that's about right. Fred needs to keep that snow one or nothing of me in this area. Yeah, Fred can have all the snow up there.
Yeah, that little corner of Pennsylvania where he's at, I didn't realize how close he is actually to Canada. If you look at the way Canada droops down right there, it's pretty amazing that Pennsylvania is that close to Canada. But anyway, but yeah, he's used to getting pounded. I had supers on and was getting close to pulling honey by the time he got to play with his bees last year.
Ain't that crazy?
So,
and then think about that, Keith, is the people in the South, they're ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? Like down where Lee's at. I mean, it's crazy.
Pretty amazing. Yeah, the lake effect snow off of Lake Erie up in that area. Keeps snowing till the wind quits blowing.
And the lakes have been really warm here lately, so I'm sure they're getting plenty of it. So, Keith, what vendor are you looking to talk to the most, or what person are you looking to kind of, chatting with?
Gosh, all the folks that are in our chats, I want to, we talk all year long and get to see each other's ugly mugs, but we don't get to shake hands but once a year.
Right.
So, I'm looking forward to seeing all the folks that are on the chats and in the chats. Vendor wise, I always like to catch, a lot of the ones I deal with, LaRob and Miller and Hilco. Like to shake Cayman's hand if you can catch him when he does a flyby.
Clothesline him maybe, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just an opportunity to actually talk to folks face to face that you've chatted with all year. So that's the fun part to me.
Absolutely.
We'll catch a couple of seminars, but mainly we'll be out on the vendor floor most of the time.
Yep, 100%.
Smiling and talking.
So, what show are you looking to see? What's one of them one you're looking at and say, this is one I got to go to? This is my favorite one.
I can't remember the exact names of some of them. Fred Dunn's got. I always like to catch Fred. The lady that's going to be talking about the trophy mites out of England. She was on a good one today. Better Be put out one with is it David Peck?
Yeah,
that works for Better Be. It was him and that lady I'm talking about. I can't remember her name. The British lady that knows a lot about the trophy mites. They put out a video today that was good. If you get a chance to watch that, it's about an hour long. Some good information. But
Ron says it's Maggie Gill.
Yep, that's it. So. Well, yeah, Fred and her, Bob Benny. The round tables are always fun to get in on. You get a lot of points of view to see what's going on. The seminars. I mean, I don't want. They're great to see in person, but we'll get a recording of those also. So you can go back and watch them anyway. The not taking any classes because they were pretty much all gone as soon as they put them on sale. They all went away. So that's a good thing for Cayman.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
How about you?
For me, I think I want to see Frederick and Randy and Mr. Ed together again. That's going to be hilarious. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a good time. I don't think I can pass that one up. I've got to be there for that one. So that's the big one for me. Yeah, and then maybe pick up a few other people, but I'm like, I'm gonna be in the vendor hall mostly. So, what about you guys, Philip and Tom, Melissa? What are you guys looking forward to hearing or seeing or talking to?
So Melissa and I signed up for one of the microscope classes, the beginner, and we were going to sign up for the second one, which was like bee biology. And literally, as Melissa had them in her cart, because she put a reminder on her phone to sign in because we knew they were going to sell out quickly. She had both of those in there, and by the time she went to go pay, the experienced or the bee biology one had already sold out. So she had to go back in, redo it on her cart, and then we were able to secure basically the beginner or basic microscope class. So that's the only additional one that we are taking. As far as all the other talks are concerned, I don't know. Last year, I think we went into one class, and that was the one that we purchased, which was the comb class with who was that, Melissa? Say again?
Gus Mitchell.
Yeah, Gus Mitchell. Oh, and that was pretty good. So I honestly don't know what other ones that we'll have. We also utilize and go with the understanding that we'll have the digital copy. So, I mean, for us, it's just hanging out with folks and networking and stuff like that. So if we decide that we really want to go into one and we're not busy with anybody, we'll probably go in and sit down on some, but I honestly don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't sit through many classes. We can watch it at home.
Yeah, and I will say, if you guys don't mind, if you guys will tell me your handle YouTube name, if you come and talk to me, because I don't know your faces or whatever. Just tell me who your YouTube handle is, because I have had people say, "Hey Rick, how you doing?" And you're like, "Hey," and I'm so and so, and it's like, it takes me a few minutes to figure out who you are. But if you tell me your handle, like DC's Bees, I've seen DC a few times, but hey, tell me your DC's Bees. Like, oh yeah, DC, how you doing? And it just makes it easier on me, if you don't mind. I'm getting a little old, so.
Well, no, everybody needs to do that. Don't feel bad about it either on either side of that conversation. We've talked to each other all year long. Like somebody said earlier, I think it was Philip. We know a lot of first names, and we know a lot of YouTube handles.
Yeah,
but I don't know a lot of last names.
Right.
So yeah. But that makes it more fun. You have to go up and you start squinting at people's ID, their lanyards around their neck.
Yep.
Yeah.
You end up staring at lanyards, trying to read them before they get to you.
Yep.
Absolutely. Why are you looking at my belly?
I'll tell you what. Something important is, if you're taking pictures with somebody, make sure whoever's taking the picture gets the face and the name tag in the picture. So when you go back, there's one of them on mine. I think I figured out who he was after a little while, but I didn't have the tag, and it's like, what's that guy's name now? I've forgotten again.
Yeah. If you come up and tell me you're Frederick Dunn, I may just say, "Yeah, oh, Fred, how you doing?" So.
Gosh, you look different.
Yeah, a little different in person. Some changed, though. Yeah. So Phil, what are you looking for at Nobby? Is there a certain product you're looking for, and who you wanting to listen to?
Yeah, I don't even know who's speaking, to be honest with you. I haven't even looked at the schedule, so I'm just looking forward to hanging out with everybody. Now, as far as I'm a little bit like Keith. I don't really have anything big to buy right now. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to have. I just don't have anywhere I can put it if I do buy it. So, only thing I know for sure I'm buying is I'm gonna buy 20 more Queen excluders from John. You get them for like half what you can get them for elsewhere. Yep. And I'm just trying to build up about that many a year. So I don't know. A lot of the stuff I bought recently, like I bought 20 of those nukes last year and didn't use any of them. Still got them all. Those fold up ones. And Melissa likes to fold up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're going to probably get a block of wax if it's a decent price. I think, isn't the company we bought our wax for? I think the Be Like candles will be there. Noah wants to get a nice new candle mold. Last year he picked out one, but he waited too long and it sold out.
They have good stuff, don't they, Philip?
Yeah, they do.
Last year, I know Melissa bought several. We already had planned to do some of that. So she does have on her list, it's not a specific one, but she put candle molds on there. So she already has some that she's slated to look at too, as far as that goes. Something that we think that might work well for us and sell well. We may, most of the time when we buy a candle mold, we buy one and then we mold it a couple times and take it to market. If they seem to be hot, we'll buy more. There's some molds that we have like 3 and 4 of.
Yeah.
But they sell really well. So it's much easier to pour multiple molds than to pour one multiple times. While you're already pouring candles, it's easy to do a whole bunch at one time than to do one or two, repeatedly. So that's kind of how we do it. We just kind of test the market on the candle molds. If they're hot sellers, we buy several.
I got to buying the Be Light ones because Mike Berry talked about them, and he met them at a convention. But what they sell, I bought 24 pounds of these, but these are really neat because you don't have to sit there and break apart a block. They're what they call pearls. You can, easy to get an ounce or 2 ounces if you're trying to make something or for candles. And the cost of these was less than I think what Bob Benny's charging for his wax at Nobby. And if you go with the block, Be Like, give you even more of a discount. And we got a 24 pound box, and it was free shipping. That was a heavy box. A couple $100, I think, for it, but still, it was only like about $9 a pound.
So, Tom, DC's got that question. You want to answer that real quick?
Yeah. So most of the ones that are not real popular, or like some of the bigger candles, we only have one of, because the most expensive candle that we have is $20, and that is how many ounces, Melissa?
I don't know, like 12 ounces.
A 12-ounce candle. That's the most expensive one. We try not to pour a lot of those because most of the time, there is a point in which people will spend on those, obviously, and we try to get so much per ounce. And so anyway, most of the really popular ones, which mainly be a handful, like I don't know, 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Melissa has as many as 4 of them on those molds. Some of them are actually relatively inexpensive molds too, so they're not that costly. And you can find some decent ones on Amazon.
Speaking of decent ones on Amazon, we just bought this one. We had to raise the price on this one to $12 because it's like a little bear and a
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can test the market on those things too in your own area. What Philip can get for something I may not be able to get, or vice versa. So same thing goes with like Brian Zavada. The market that he's in, he might yield a little bit more on the cost on something. So you can kind of play with it a little bit, know what you're looking to get out of it per, kind of gauge your time. Obviously if you come at this from a hobby level, it doesn't really matter, I guess, much. But if you're looking at it from a standpoint of, your time and value and things of that nature, figure out what you want per hour on it, and also figure out your cost of the product and the raw materials that you have in doing so. And I'll tell you, the more candles that you make, the more equipment or nicer equipment that you'll get, and the more molds. So it becomes much simpler and easier and more cost effective to pour more and bigger molds. So obviously that's not new news, but that's kind of how we've approached it. Last year we bought from Dancing Bee a really nice
Wax melter.
3 or 3.5 gallon wax melter. And I mean, I'll let you tell, is that worth the investment we put into it?
Oh yeah, for the amount of candles that I pour, yeah.
Yeah, she's pouring
so.
a lot of candles through it. Sometimes she'll pour as much as a few gallons at one time.
Oh yeah. I will say this, as far as buying candle molds, if you think about it, like, because Tom was asking me, like, how many candles can you pour in an hour? I go, well, it depends, because it depends on how many molds I'm pouring and how many particular candles I'm trying to pour. So per mold, you can average about 2 candles per hour, because by the time you pour it and it sets and whatnot, you can get about 2 candles per hour. So that's why we decided to buy multiple molds, so that I can pour multiple candles per hour. The more molds you have, the more candles you can pour per hour. So just think about per mold, you can do 2 candles per hour. About.
Philip,
yeah, of the 24 pound bag, I think we've got 6 or 8 pounds left. We just got this a couple weeks ago.
That come from Beelight?
Yeah, it came from Beelight.
Yeah, you can buy that in large. Those are the little beads. You can buy that in very, very large pellets or quantities from Beelight. So if you're planning to pour a lot of candles and you don't have enough wax yourself, it's very, very clean and nice, beautiful canary yellow wax.
We're kind of trying to do like Brian did. We're trying to use our wax for cosmetics and their wax for candles.
Yeah.
So Gary at Route 23 Bees has a good point there. So technically, when you pour candles, you should be using a waxed wick. That's just the proper way. If you do the candle show, the honey show, and you enter candles, your wicks need to be waxed. Honestly, for the candles that I sell, sometimes I wax the wicks and sometimes I don't.
Interesting. Yeah, we do that, but we use the same size. We don't have a big variation in size on our candles anyway, but I think it's like a 2-aught. I think that's what that is. So,
Yeah. Like Philip said, the size wick does matter for the size candle. So that's very important, and there's something to think about. Another thing that I think that's really cool that Philip and his son do with the candles are, and I actually found one of your candles downstairs in the cupboard, Philip, and I was looking at the tag just yesterday. Actually, he does a nice little paper cutout tag, and it's got information.
That's what I've been sitting here working on tonight.
Yeah,
the tags. Yeah,
I think that adds a lot of value to the candle itself and presentation. So,
yeah, give you a better look at it.
Hold on a second, Phil. Let me get you there.
yeah. So you leave your wicks long, stick it through there and tie knot in it so they don't come off, and then they can trim the wicks down to that size.
Well, it's an ongoing battle between me and Noah. I want this knot to be like super loose.
Tried it.
And he ties them tight. It drives me crazy.
No, I did this one. I don't try to, but sometimes I pick up a one for about.
Well, they got the wrong wick in it. We're fighting like an old married couple over here.
So Philip, I'm going to set the record straight here real quick. Noah's the boss, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Noah's done all that work behind you, so I'm just saying he's the boss, okay?
Start being your business card.
Look at that. He got a
Here.
Hey, Noah, if you have to put your dad in timeout, that's perfectly acceptable.
Yes.
he's trying to, he got a promotion. Look at here. Got his own business card.
Oh, look at that.
I love
I had my name on it and his. And he's like, I don't get my own.
He's taking over the family business.
Yep. No doubt. No doubt.
Noah's in, Dad's out.
Yeah, hey,
Well, folks,
if he wants to take over this selling stuff and let me just play with bees, I'm happy with that.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we're going to cut it here. If you got some extra minutes tonight and you want to get over there and see Brian and Todd on their show, I'm sure it'll be great. I'm going to sneak over there in just a few minutes myself. And, we will see you next Thursday at 8:30. Until then, God bless.
See you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.